On Thursday Night Football, the Indianapolis Colts beat the Tennessee Titans 34-17. Both teams walk away from the game. They're now both 6-3. And I don't have a lot to say about the Colts. I will say that Phillip Rivers looked very good, their quarterback. He loves throwing to his running back, Nyheim Hines. The Colts kind of receiving running back. Really reminds me of the relationship he had with the Chargers running back, Austin Eckler. Now, as the year continues for the Colts, I want people to look for this one thing. Look for the Colts rookie receiver, Michael Pittman, to have a really good second half of the year because he's a stud rookie from USC. I watched him basically beat Utah by himself last year in college football, where he just had jump ball after jump ball after jump ball, dominating, beating man coverage, like posterizing people. And Michael Pittman was hurt. I guess Michael Pittman Jr. is his official name. He was hurt early on in the year. And on Thursday Night Football, he had 7 catches for 101 yards. I love his game. Pay attention to Michael Pittman Jr. He's going to make an impact as the year goes on. Now, I also think that the Colts trading for, I just haven't gotten an opportunity to talk about this yet. The Colts traded a first-round pick to the 49ers for DeForest Buckner, a defensive tackle. And I just think that was a great move. It's working out. It's paying off. What were the Colts going to get with that first-round pick? It certainly was not a player at the caliber of DeForest Buckner. So he's helping the running game. He's pressuring opposing quarterbacks. That DeForest Buckner trade, well done by the Colts. It was a great move. Now, the Titans were actually up at halftime in this game, 17-13. And then the Titans could not score in the second half. So what happened? Like, how does the Titans go from leading in the first half to not even putting any points on the board in the second half? Two things happened. Special teams and third and long, or I guess passing downs just in general. So first of all, the Titans are having troubles on special teams. Their kicker, Steven Gostkowski, missed another field goal against the Colts. He's now 12 for 20 on the season. He missed 8 field goals now in 9 games this year. That's not good. Gostkowski is a guy I have a heart for. I watched him play and win Super Bowls in New England, and I respect him as a player, and it's not working. It's this year. It's been really bad. Now, punting was also a big problem for the Tennessee Titans last night. So the starting punter, Brett Kern, for Tennessee, is hurt. He's on the injured reserve. And in Week 9, a guy named Ryan Allen was punting for Tennessee. He was very solid and fine. And I guess in practice, they saw something that made them want to randomly switch to this new guy, Trevor Daniel. They're like, Trevor Daniel, yeah! He's great in practice. They elevated him for the practice squad. And that move really cost the Titans. In fact, I think it ended up costing them 14 points in this game. So first of all, the Titans had a horrible shanked punt. I think it went for like 17 yards. Just a terrible... Yeah, in fact, it was, because it was the Titans were punting, had the ball on their own 10-yard line. They punt the ball away, and guess what? It was 1st and 10 for the Colts on the 27-yard line going in. That's a 17-yard punt. That's terrible. 4 plays after that punt, bam, the Colts had a touchdown. They went up 20-17. Later, next the Titans had a punt blocked. I don't know if that's on the punter as much as the protection was awful, but the Colts returned that blocked punt for a touchdown. The Colts made it 27-17. They went on to win 34-17. And really, once Tennessee was down in the game, they were in trouble, because the Titans' offense is built to run the football and protect a lead. You're not going to see very many comebacks. You're not going to see a lot of third and long conversions, because Tennessee's not built to throw the football. They're a good passing team, yes, but their passing game relies on using play action, faking the run. And a run fake is hard to sell when you're losing by 2 touchdowns or even 3 touchdowns in the fourth quarter. Therefore, you got to change your approach, have a drop-back passing game. And the Titans are not built to have a straight drop-back passing game throwing the football. And in the end, because of that, because of their system where they need the lead, they need to run the football, control the clock, it's actually become a limiting factor for the Tennessee Titans. It's hurting them. They're bad on third and long. You're not going to see a lot of comebacks. They struggle with just straight drop-back passing, and it's a limiting factor right now for the Tennessee Titans, and that is how the Colts beat the Titans on Thursday Night Football in NFL's Week 10.